you set up with an idea of working with the possibilities that threw up? Was it just something that was instinctive?
Well, there was an instinctive thing. I mean, when the Pistols started talking about anarchy, I didn't actually understand what they were talking about. I couldn't actually quite match the form of anarchy they were talking about with the form of behaviour, the form of sort of involvement in the corporate world. It didn't make sense to me. It did create a platform, there's no doubt about that, you know, for what Steve and myself came through, but we didn't intend it as a platform. As Steve said, you know, to start with, we were just fucking about. The idea that anyone might ever take it seriously was totally beyond us. No one had ever taken exit seriously, so why should they start taking anything else seriously? So there was no ambition on my behalf anyway. Steve wanted someone to make a noise on the drums. I was quite good at it, so we did it. And then other people started turning up and actually setting parameters in a strange way. And if it wasn't people who joined the band, it was people who watched the band who would start saying, oh, well, you must be something or other, you know. And you always have the sort of left wing or the right wing saying, oh, well, you've got to this, or this is what you do, which is why we put the anarchy sign up. Not because we were anarchists, actually to say fuck off to people who were coming from the left or the right trying to get in on our game. You know, then we became anarchist experts. You know, I mean, I don't know fuck all of it. I mean, I've read bits and pieces, but I certainly no expert. And that was always a pressure, wasn't it?
I remember we used to play, used to be my area. We used to play Manchester quite big. I can't remember where it was. No, it wasn't that one. It was somewhere. I can't remember. Yeah, I know. But wherever it was, anyway, there was a bunch of people who turned around. There must have been lefties or something like that. They fucking used to get a semicircle around me and go, so what about trade unionists instead? You don't know about trade unionists. You know, so what do you think about the anarcho-feminist society and patriarchal thing there? I used to get that all the time. I didn't know. I was out for, as I said, out for good time. I mean, I was on the stage and sit, you know, do what we were doing, you know, and maybe pop off and do each other.
You actually told you weren't allowed to?
No, it wasn't that. Because the nature of what Crass did, although it was brilliant, I know we've all sort of learned from it tonight. Pain in the arsehole about it. When I was a little teenager, it was this, and I'd come on stage and I'd see the punk head, and I'd be like, oh, and sort of go out, and then I'd be stopped by the fucking animated clipboard.
How can you have anarchy and peace?
It's like, by which time, someone from the support band has cocked off with them. And then it's like, right, let's have a beer. No, it's time to get in the van, Steve. That's an after. Yeah, it was a bundle of laughs.
There was a humour in Crass. I mean, that was a remake up for what you're not getting, but it's missed out a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there was humour, but I don't think many people got a joke. It's like, you know, birds put the turd in this turd.
Not surprised I didn't get that joke. Yeah. But like, Wedding Effects Disco, kind of prankstery kind of pranks.
The thing with the pranks is that, I mean, in retrospect, they can be a laugh, but at the time they used to be really quite intimidating, particularly the Thatchergate tapes. I mean, pissing around with, I mean, I think it was a newspaper in San Francisco at the time said, how the KGB planned World War III. Well, it was our tapes they were talking about. And that was sort of quite nerve-wracking. So on one hand it was funny in a way, but actually it was also fucking terrifying. I mean, our Dial House is quite isolated. Very, I mean, anything, I mean, the place could be blown off the face of the earth and no one would even know it happened. And we did feel that vulnerable, and particularly from the time of the Falklands, when really we were getting a lot of information. People knew we were really good machine to put out information. We had people in the Falklands letting us know what was going on, which is why we knew about Belgrano and Sheffield, etc., etc. But yeah, on the one hand it's a laugh, just sort of like getting it all out, which we did. We got it into the public domain. But by doing so, you know, it wasn't just the KGB started taking an interest, MI5 started taking, and that you can sort of say, yeah, it's a bundle of laughs, but actually it's fucking deadly serious. I mean, I'd lost one of my closest friends over the Stonehenge Festival, Wally Hope, who's the sort of co-founder with me of the the Stonehenge Festival. Well, the next year he was dead because the state, I believe, assassinated him, executed him.
That's a really key part of the Crass story, isn't it?
For me, yeah. So